AI is one of the biggest sectors of the entire stock market that you need to be invested in. You should own pretty much a stock in every sector of AI. But there is one sector, and it is AI memory, that is one of the hottest sectors. And so this investment opportunity that I'm going to show you is one of the best ways, instead of owning the individual stocks, which I do believe you should do. But in owning the individual AI memory stocks, you are constantly questioning yourself. Do I need to own SanDisk? Do I need to own Micron, or whatever it may be? And there's an even better way to do it. And that's what I'm going to show you in this video. So stick to the end, because I got a lot to share with you. So let's take a look at this sector and take a look at one of the best ways to invest in the hottest sector, which is AI memory. Okay. So, look, SanDisk is crazy as far as where it's at, $1,500+ per SanDisk share. And year to date, you can see started the year at 275 and look now at well over $1,500. That is a hard pill to swallow if you're looking at individual AI stocks to buy. There is a better way to do it. Okay. And that's what we're going to talk about again here in just a minute. But remember that memory AI is one of these fundamentally biggest sectors in the AI race, if you will. Because remember, you have chips like NVIDIA, AMD, Broadcom, and that's part of it, right? That's the equation. But there's the memory chip that goes onto that NVIDIA chip. And that is where SanDisk and Micron step in. And it is one of the crucial components of the AI architecture, as far as the AI architecture of an AI chip. Okay. And so that's why it's such a big deal. So again, memory and storage have become one of the biggest focal points in the AI space, which again is relative to look at the opportunity and what has happened to SanDisk. Absolutely amazing. 1 month, it's up over 100%. 1 year, 4,162%. But again, we're not talking about buying SanDisk. We're talking about an AI memory ETF instead, which is a really good way to get exposure to the AI memory sector and not have to put up $1,500 per, for example, per SanDisk, stock share. Okay. So I'm going to reveal here just in a minute what that ETF is, so that you can take a look at it. But again, in the last 4 years, everybody really fixates on the GPU designers, the NVIDIAs, the Broadcoms, the AMDs of the world, or they fixate on the actual AI chip manufacturers like Taiwan Semiconductor, which again, you should own those as part of a good diversified AI portfolio. But again, a lot of people, they miss that memory component of it. And I think that's why this is such an interesting equation and a sector that we're looking at. And I think that this ETF is one of the best ways to do that. And so let's take a look and reveal what that ETF is. So this is giving you low cost exposure to the AI memory and storage sector with this ETF. And the ETF we're talking about here is Round Hill Memory ETF. The ticker is DRAM, DRAM. And let's take a look at that chart. And here you go. So year to date, it is, you can see right here, started the beginning of the year at 27.76, and it's currently at 52, basically almost, doubled, right? But at a $52 price tag, a lot more palatable than, say, buying SanDisk at 1,500 plus. And I'm not minimizing or saying you shouldn't maybe own some SanDisk stock, but a lot of people can't afford that price point, and this ETF gives you exposure to the entire AI memory sector. So obviously, what is an ETF? Think of it as a mutual fund if you don't really know what that is. It's essentially a portfolio of AI memory stocks that make up this ETF. So you're getting exposure by owning this Round Hill Memory ETF. Remember, the ticker is DRAM right there. You're getting exposure to the entire AI memory sector with this. Okay. So year to date, again, 27 to 52 plus. Last month, up 63+% of that time. The 1 year, you've got, it was a $27 a year ago. Again, right there, there you go, 52, and all time. There we go. Okay. So pretty new, actually. So now that I'm looking at it, so it's basically launched in April of 26, and yeah, that's where we're at on that. So yeah, launching in April. So my apologies, I didn't look right here and saw 5 year, 1 year. So this is a relatively new ETF, a good one to get into, as opposed to, say, buying a single share of SanDisk. You get for the same, let's say you were going to spend $1,500, you get a lot more ETF shares, if you will, a lot more bang for your proverbial buck by buying the Round Hill Memory ETF DRAM. Okay. I really want to wrap up with, I think in the AI sector, remember, there's all these different components of it. There is the chip designers, the NVIDIAs, the Broadcoms, the AMD of the world. There is the chip manufacturers, the Taiwan Semiconductors. There is the hyperscalers, like those guys, right? There is, again, there's a massive list here. There is the data center guys. There is the infrastructure guys. There is the power component of it. Literally, the stocks associated with the power production. Okay, so all of those different components of the AI, food chain, if you will, or I think you need exposure to them in one way or the other. And so one way to do that, and you might want to look around, and I'll do another video on this and drop in the comments below if you want me to do, I will look at for you guys for maybe an ETF for kind of each of those sectors, right? Because I guarantee you there's most likely, again, ETFs for a lot of these different AI sectors. And so instead of trying to maybe buy those individual AI, for example, the AI designers, chip designers like NVIDIA, Broadcom, and AMD, maybe you don't want to go buy each one of those individually, but maybe investing in an ETF that really that makes up those particular ones is a better way to do it, because then you're not constantly worried about my individual AMD or my individual Broadcom stock. As an example, you're just really you're getting a exposure to all of the major players in that sector by being invested in an ETF. And remember, if you don't really know what an ETF is, think of it as a mutual fund. It's just a portfolio of all of the companies in that specific sector, like memory or AI chip manufacturing or AI chip design, what have you. Okay. And again, if you want me to maybe try to do some research for you, drop in the comments below. Would love to hear from you on that if that's something you care about. But I think that this one is a good one for you to investigate. Run this one through your own due diligence. Run DRAM, which is the Round Hill ETF Trust. I think it's a really, really great way, again, to get exposure to these different sectors of AI by being invested in these ETFs. So let me know what your thoughts are on that. Drop in the comments below if you'd like me to maybe do some research. Go ahead and try to find some ETFs in some different sectors. If you think that's something you care about, drop down there. Would love to hear from you. As always, appreciate you giving me a few minutes. Please, on your way out, hit that like, that subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. I am working hard for you with this channel every single day, trying to help you, be better and more invested in the AI sector, as well as different components and areas of the entire stock world. That's what my goal is. And by the way, drop in the comments below if there's a specific AI stock you'd like me to look at for you and maybe highlight on the channel here. I appreciate you. And as I always say, go make some money, and take care.